My dad called an emergency family meeting to tell me I wasn't welcome anymore because I make more money than his wife. The email came on a Tuesday at 3:47 p.m. Family meeting, Sunday, 6 p.m., mandatory. Everyone needs to be there. I read it 3 times, sitting at my desk in my downtown office, 40 stories above the city. My dad never called family meetings. He wasn't that kind of parent. We were the type of family that just existed near each other, met up for holidays, texted occasionally. Mandatory seemed excessive. My younger brother Jaden texted me, "Do you know what this is about?" I didn't. Sunday came too quickly. I drove to my childhood home in the suburbs, the house I'd grown up in, the house that suddenly felt smaller every time I visited. My stepmom, Vanessa, answered the door. She'd been married to my dad for 6 years. She was nice enough, though we'd never been particularly close. She had a phony smile plastered on her face, the kind people wear when they're about to watch something go wrong. Everyone was in the living room. My dad, Vanessa, Jaden, his girlfriend Natasha, and my stepmom's adult daughter from a previous relationship, Keela. My dad sat in his favorite recliner. He looked tired. Vanessa sat rigidly on the sofa, her jaw clenched. "Thank you all for coming," my dad started, clearing his throat. "I need to discuss something important, something that's been affecting our family dynamic." My stomach dropped. Had someone gotten arrested? Was someone sick? "I've been thinking a lot about family values," he continued, his eyes avoiding mine. "About respect, about knowing your place, about understanding hierarchy and respect in a household." That's when Vanessa made a sound, not quite a word, more like a sharp intake of breath. "Your stepmother," my dad said, finally looking at me, "has expressed some very valid concerns. She's been feeling disrespected by the way you present yourself." I didn't understand. "Dad, I'm not sure what you mean." "Your job," he said flatly. "Your salary, the way you flaunt it." I actually laughed. I thought he was joking. "I don't flaunt anything. I work 80-hour weeks. I earned that promotion." "Exactly," Vanessa interjected, her voice sharp as broken glass. "You earned it. You emphasize that constantly. Do you know how that makes me feel? I work just as hard as you do, and I make $30,000 a year as a dental hygienist. And you waltz around making more than your father." I looked at my dad. Surely he would shut this down. My dad, who'd always told me to work hard, be ambitious, reach for my goals, but his face was carefully neutral. "I don't flaunt anything," I repeated, my voice steady despite the anxiety crawling up my spine. "I literally never talk about my salary. Jaden knows because he asked. Nobody else does." "But you have that apartment," Vanessa said. "That expensive apartment, your car, your clothes. It all screams that you think you're better than us." "I'm making 6 figures," I said quietly. "What do you expect me to do? Live in a studio and drive a Corolla to make you more comfortable?" "Don't be smart with me," my dad snapped. And there it was, the shift from disappointment to anger. "Here's what's going to happen," he said. "When you visit this house, you're going to be more humble, more considerate of how your success makes other people feel. And frankly, until you can get that attitude in check, I don't think you should be visiting as frequently. Maybe once a month instead of bi-weekly." "Are you serious right now?" I looked at Jaden. He was looking at his shoes. "Is anyone going to say anything?" Nobody did. I stood up. "Okay, I'm going to make this easy for you. I won't visit once a month. I won't visit at all. I won't apologize for working hard or earning money or buying things I can afford. And I won't pretend that your wife's insecurity is my responsibility to manage." My dad's face darkened. "Don't you dare." "No," I said. "You're telling your adult daughter she's not welcome in her childhood home because she makes more money than your wife. That's not love. That's not family. That's just sad." I drove away and didn't look back. That was 3 years ago. My dad has called me maybe 5 times since. I didn't answer most of them. Once I did, and he spent the call trying to guilt me into apologizing. I didn't. What I did do was build an actual life, real friendships, romantic relationships based on mutual respect, a therapist who helped me understand that sometimes the people who raise us are just people, flawed, insecure, limited. I got promoted again. I bought a house. I take vacations. I'm not running from success anymore or apologizing for ambition. Last month, Jaden reached out. He told me my dad was devastated that I wasn't coming to Christmas, that Vanessa had left him. I thought about calling, about being the bigger person. Instead, I sent a card. "I'm happy when I'm not walking on eggshells. I hope you find that too." And that was the most honest thing I could say. The beautiful part of this story isn't reconciliation. It's realizing that some people will resent your light simply because they've chosen to live in darkness. And that's not your fault. That's not your responsibility to fix. Success tastes better when you're not apologizing for it.